Do you see me now? What? We're figuring it out together, guys. We are figuring it out together. Okay. Interesting. It's just a dark screen. What about now? Is it just a dark screen now? I tested this last night, but I couldn't really, it didn't really do this. Why am I hearing myself? What's going on? Okay, wait, there we go. I muted myself. Yeah, okay. Can we do full screen? There we go. We're full screen, baby. Okay. Success. Praise the Lord. So now I'm live on multiple platforms at once. Hashtag efficiency. My mom, thank you, Mom. She was telling me that you couldn't see me, and now you can see me, which is beautiful. I hope you're having a great day. My day has been a lot. It's been stressful. I am leaving for France in 2 weeks, which I am so excited about. However, it is like a mad dash before then because my album needs to be done before then. Has to be finished before I go. And it's not finished right now, currently. In its current form, not finished. So, that is quite a pickle. And there's a lot to be done. And today we had decided on a whole visual concept for the album, and we just decided 10 minutes ago to pivot the entire thing and use a brand new photo for the cover of the album. And that means that everything needs to be redesigned, like the vinyl, everything. We're almost done. So it's been a stressful day. And I will let you in on a little secret. I have a collab coming out at some point soon. And we realized that we need to film content before I leave for France because it's going to be too late once I get back. And we both have super busy schedules, and we don't live in the same place. And our teams were talking today and they were on the phone. And I was like, this is literally the only day I can do. I can do this one day because I'll be able to go to New York and he's based in New York. And my team calls me back after talking to his team and they're like, so he's on the road, so like, can you meet him in Maine? And I'm like, Maine? What do you mean? I can't get a flight. And I was like, I can't get a flight out of Maine, even if we do film in Maine. So I would be flying the morning of my flight to Paris back from Maine. I'm like, surely we have a better option than this. This cannot be it. Like, what are we doing, guys? Come on. Like, there's a better option. We found a better option-ish. I now am not flying back to Nashville, which tomorrow, I mean, genuinely the craziest schedule. So I'm in Philly right now. I was in Philly for the 4th of July. Tomorrow morning I'm going to New York, and I was supposed to fly out from New York tomorrow back to Nashville. That is no longer happening. So now I'm staying through Wednesday so I can film content on Wednesday, which now we're trying to figure out what this content shoot looks like for Wednesday. And then I'm flying out to Nashville on Wednesday night because on Thursday I have the writer, my friend who I wrote Too Little Too Late with, Kellen, is coming in on Thursday and we're doing a week of just writing. And so I need to be back in Nashville, and I was supposed to be back in Nashville for Wednesday because I was supposed to be filming my own content and have a publisher meeting. So I'm gonna have to reschedule both of those things. And I've been really hoping to film rain content in the rain, because those videos came out really cute and did well. However, Mother Nature has not been very agreeable, because it was supposed to rain all weekend. It hasn't rained at all. It rained a little bit yesterday. Every time it would start raining, I would literally start filming, get outside, and it would stop. Like, instantaneously. I don't get it. I don't understand. And then last night it started thundering and lightning and everything crazy at like 1 a.m. while I was still up doing work. But I'm like, I'm not going outside in the lightning to get electrocuted at 1 a.m. just to film a video. Like, this is not how I die. It's not worth it. And then this morning, I wake up really early and I've had so much work. So I only got like 6 hours of sleep. And I woke up and I was like, no, I'm going to my workout class. Like, I'm gonna do it. And I get all ready, and as I'm walking out the door, I'm like, oh, it's raining, it's pouring. I'm like, but if I film now, I'm gonna miss my class, and like it's supposed to rain all day. So I'm just gonna wait and I'll film later because it's gonna rain all day. It's fine. It's fine. No, that was the only time it rained. All day. All day. Should have just not gone to the class and I should have filmed in the rain, but I didn't do that. I just wanted an hour. To make matters worse, it was downpouring, and this is one studio where it's like only residential parking outside of it. So you have to park so far away. I tried to fit into two spots, couldn't fit into either. Then I just ended up pulling super far away into a spot that I could actually fit in. And I'm running, because now I'm a minute late to my class. I'm running with my yoga mat and my water bottle and like my towel and everything. And I'm dodging the puddles because there's such big puddles. And then I get right to the door, and right in front of the door there's a massive puddle. And I step in it, and my entire UGG slipper and my Pilates sock gets just drenched in water. And this is a studio, it's a hot Pilates class. It's the hardest class I've ever done. Not because it's like the exercises are that hard, which they are hard, but just because the studio, they heat it to 105 degrees. Like, that's insane. Do you know how hot they heat a hot tub to? 102, 103. This room is 105. Like, what? And I am genuinely, I'm not even joking, every single time I can't make it through class. And I'm the worst one there, by far. I am like sitting down on my mat. I have to go to the bathroom just to get, because they have air conditioning in the bathroom. Like, it's so sad. I'm just like struggling. And that was very much my experience today. I got into the class in the first 10 minutes. I was like, wait, like, is this the day that I conquer the class? Like, I'm crushing it. And I was crushed by the class, intensely. Yeah, I really thought I was gonna throw up. At the end, I didn't. So that's a victory. But I did spend more time on my mat sitting down, in fetal position than I spent, exercising. And I had to go to the bathroom at one point just because I couldn't take the heat. When I came back out, the instructor was like, "Are you good?" I was like, I'm good. And yeah, he probably wonders why I keep coming back, because and I would consider myself, well, here's the conundrum. I would consider myself a very active, in shape person. However, I would also consider myself an extremely dehydrated person. I drink like one 16-ounce bottle of water a day, which I know is pretty bad. I do understand that. I just struggle with it. I like seltzer. So I drink a lot of that. But when I'm like on the go, I don't have hands for both like a coffee and a water and my Alani, so I typically defer to the coffee. Which maybe isn't great. But on exciting news, guess who DM'd me today about wanting to send me product? Alani's, which if you haven't had an Alani, it's an energy drink, and it is 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is great. And also, I have no idea what they put in here, but it's really tasty, and it does the trick when you are needing energy. So that's gonna be good. I'm excited. Where was I in my story? Oh, so yeah, I'm a really dehydrated person, so I think that's why I really struggle with the heated class, specifically this one because it's so hot. Yeah. So there's that. Also, I kind of stopped taking creatine because the last month I just have not been consistent in my workouts. Like I've been so busy and on the go and like traveling so much that I haven't really like been that on it. And I was traveling again, and creatine is like this white powdery substance. And when you're traveling, like, and you're in airports, having to like stop every time so they can test this and be like, "What is this?" And you're like, "I swear, it's nothing. It's just my creatine." Um, I just like got lazy and wasn't taking it. And now I feel like I feel it in my exercises a little bit. Like in these classes, I'm like, oh yeah, my muscles, I get sore more, like they don't recover as quickly. But here's the conundrum. I think I need to research this because when I'm working out 6 days a week, I'm so hungry during the days because like I think your metabolism is just going, and it's really hard for me to eat like enough protein and stuff to not be hungry during the day. But if I'm working out like 3 to 4 times a week, I'm not as hungry, so then I'm like not eating as much than like the calories. I don't know. I'm not like enough of a in the fitness world to know what's better. I've heard some people say that working out less times a week is better for you because your muscles have more time to recover and you can do better workouts, and also like you're not consuming as many calories because you're not as hungry and your metabolism isn't like going as much, or I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so all that's to say, in case you were wondering, I have been missing some gym days. Um, so that was my morning, and it has just been nonstop all day today. Go, go, go. I've only had 2 coffees today. Are you impressed that I'm this energetic and talkative? It's just because I have a lot to talk about and to rant about. Um, Yes. Oh, also, let's talk about this for a second. TikTok has been flagging a bunch of my posts saying that they are not eligible for recommendation because the content is either unoriginal, low quality, or it violates community guidelines, which none of that's true. It's not low quality. It's not unoriginal because it's new takes of videos that I've never posted before, and it doesn't violate any community guidelines. So as far as I can tell, and I talked to someone today about it, and they were like, yeah, if the setup is the same, if you're wearing the same outfit, it can flag it and think it's the same, like think you've posted it before, think it's not original content. And if you can just change up the angle a little bit or change up the outfit or whatever. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. However, I filmed content on whatever day last week. I don't know. I can't remember. Like Wednesday, Thursday, whenever it was. I can't remember more than 48 hours ago. I filmed a bunch of content and a lot in the same setup and a lot in the same outfit because I was like, oh, I found one cute outfit, which is hard to do, to find more than one cute outfit. So I was like, I'm just going to continue filming in this. And now a lot of those videos cannot be posted because they are getting flagged on TikTok. So now I need more videos filmed. And like with Too Little Too Late, which by the way, please stream Too Little Too Late. If you could stream it, that would be awesome. We're right on the precipice where we had an uptick, a big uptick last week in streams on Too Little Too Late, where we went from doing like 50K streams a day on Spotify to like 75K streams a day. And if we stay consistent at 75K streams a day, we have a really compelling story to get on more playlists on Spotify, which would really help us with streaming. So we're trying to push for that right now, which is why I need to push, like, be posting a lot more content on Too Little Too Late. So if you could listen to it, give it a stream, that would be really awesome because those numbers, like how many people are listening today, how many streams we got today, really matters. Same with tomorrow, like those will be super telling. So, and will be really important in whether we can like advocate for getting more playlisting on this song. And then we also have this other song, Best Worst Part of Me, that's starting to like do some numbers. A post on Instagram did 1 million views, which I haven't had a post with 1 million in a little while. So that's really exciting. And another one has like 600K on that new song, so we're trying to finish that up really quickly. But it's so hard because when you're a little bit of music insider info, there are 3 steps to the life of a song, getting it out, in terms of the song being done. Step 1 is production. So that's you playing a guitar. That's you recording the vocals. It's every like part you're putting it into the track. Then there is mixing, which someone else does that. There's the producer who produces the song. Then there's a mixer who changes the levels of things, pulls certain things out. Like they're taking what's there It's like you gave them all the ingredients. Now they're stirring them together and like lowering certain things, panning certain things, carving out frequencies so things can be present. And then there's the master person who just adjusts the overall like EQing of the track and the frequencies of the track as a whole. Like it's like one element, whereas the mixer is working on the hundreds of different things inside the track. So 3 people need to touch it. We finished production on this song. We rushed to get it done last week. Now our mixer, we finished it like Thursday of last week, so Monday of last week, Monday. But our mixer, it takes a couple days for him to work on it because it's a lot of work and they have to prep the session. It's hundreds of files in there. He's out of town and has been since Thursday, and he doesn't get back till Wednesday morning, so he's gonna work on it Wednesday, and then we're gonna try to get Master Guy to do it really quick, but it's very stressful. So I am here. I'm here. I'm alive. It has been such a busy month. My best friend Lily and I, we joke, so she's coming with me to France in 2 weeks. We haven't seen each other in like a month. We keep joking, we're like, I'll see you in Paris. Like we'll see each other when we land. Which is probably gonna be the case. We've both been like away, and when I'm in Nashville, she's not. She's in Nashville, I'm not. It's been a lot, and I still have a lot to do tonight. I still have a lot more, and I leave tomorrow. I have like what time do I have to leave at like 7:30 or something in the morning. How close are we to the album this year? And can we please make sure Could Have Been Something is on the album? Please don't let it get cut. Amy, my dad is gonna be so happy that you said that because I honestly was like, is this my dad? He loves Could Have Been Something. It's his favorite on the album. Um, this year. That's what I'll say. That is what I will say. And we'll be announcing soon. But I want to do something special. I want to do something special to announce. And like give y'all, the people who've been here forever, I want to give it to y'all before everyone else knows the track list. So I'm planning. I am plotting. Let's answer some questions. And then I could play a song or two. Do we have any questions? Any questions y'all have, put them in the chat. How many songs on the album? 12. Gilliam, how do you do a motion picture video on your Apple Music artist profile? Do not ask me because it took. Do you know how many emails it took back and forth with my distro and Apple Music and the guy who helped me create it to get that up there? At least 20. At least. Everyone was like, you have to do it through this thing. No, you have to do it through this. Oh, but that doesn't work. But we're told that we have to do it through our distro. Well, we can't submit that. Like, oh my God, it was so long. So honestly, at this point, it's been forgotten from my memory, but I feel like you have to ask I asked my distro company to help me with it, and they were able to help get it uploaded, but it had to meet some very specific requirements for it to work, so I don't know. All the songs are going to be available on Deezer. Yes, they will be. Any tips on singing and writing songs? Ooh. Singing, there are a lot of great resources out there. I will say Eric Vitro is like probably the number one vocal coach right now, and he has a course on BBC Maestro that I think is really valuable. And even for me, who I've been taking singing lessons for years, um, I really found a lot of value in the course. Like I do lessons with him when I go to LA, but before that, I watched the course and there's a lot of really great stuff in there. So if you're looking for something, if you're willing to like, I don't think it's crazy expensive, but if you want to like purchase a course, that's a really good one to purchase. Um, Also just like listen to your favorite singers, and I know that people want their own style, but first just imitate. Listen and imitate, listen and imitate. And through that, don't do it to just one person because you don't want to just be a replica of, Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande or Adele or whoever. But if you do that with a couple artists, it'll just teach you how to do the things, and then you'll be able to mix and create your own style. And I think your style, it's like all of our styles are just an amalgamation of who we've listened to and your own originality. And I feel like that's a really good way to just strengthen your voice and to teach your voice to do the things that you want it to do. Um, and then on the songwriting, I think it's like treat it like any other sport. You just need to get your reps in. A lot of us can wait to write until we feel like it's perfect or stare at a blank page and be like, I don't know how to start. Like, just write something and you kind of just have to get the bad stuff out. And you're probably going to write a lot of songs that you don't love, but then you'll get to the really good ones. And the more songs you write, the easier it is, the better you get. Like, force yourself to do a little every day. Doesn't have to be a whole song a day. It could be 20 minutes of writing a day. And just like notice things. Force yourself to notice as you're like driving in the car. Like look at different street signs, look at the sky, like just listen to people when they're talking, like listen out for interesting titles, interesting concepts. Like so much of um so much of writing is just observing and being present enough to like you'll be so surprised how many ideas fall into your lap if you were just present enough to accept them. It's um yeah, it's really cool. So that would be my advice. Just get your reps in and try to, you know, every day put a little time into it. Can you give a hint at the release date for the album? This year. That's what I'll say. This year. Do you ever do covers? I haven't done covers in a while, but I do, and I love covers. When are you gonna launch your new song? Sooner than you think. That's what I'll say. Here's what you know. You know that the song isn't gonna get done until end of this week. Usually we upload a song and wait like 4 weeks. I'm not gonna do that. So it's gonna be sooner than you think. Um, that's when you want to get playlisting, but we're just like, whatever. We just want to get the song out. I just want y'all to be able to listen to the song. But that is with the hope that it'll like stream the same as Too Little Too Late, because like Too Little Too Late, we put it out really quickly, didn't get any playlisting, of course, put it out on a Wednesday just to get it out as soon as possible. And y'all streamed it 100,000 times on Spotify alone, 200,000 times on all platforms in the first day. So it's kind of like my promise to you, or this is our promise to each other. I will get the song out as fast as humanly possible if you promise to listen to it. Listen to it on the first day, especially. I think that sounds like a pretty fair promise. Will the collab with that Tanner guy be on it? You tease so many good songs. Oh, thank you, Amy. I will say there will be a collab on the project. That's what I will say. Oh, thank you, Bern. What were you thinking when you created the song Too Little Too Late? It's really funny. I So I wrote that song with one of my good friends, Kellen, and um we had written one we had just been friends for months. We had written once before and it really did not go well. Like we both are very strong personalities. And I think we just like both were pushing back at each other and I also had brought in a verse idea, and that's typically how I work is like I bring in a chorus idea or a verse idea where it's like it's pretty flushed out and you kind of just build the song around that. And that didn't like work so well. And so I was talking to my friend Lily before our second session. Um, which like I honestly was like, should I even do a second session? I don't know that like the first one went so well, but I was like, yeah, whatever, we'll do one. I was talking to my friend Lily who writes with them a lot, and I was like, what do you do like typically when you write? She's like, well, I bring in a reference track. Like, I love this song, I love the production on this song. Let's do something similar. And I was like, oh, I've never done that. That's so interesting. Okay, sure. And so I did that and I brought in this song. I think it's called Call Me Up by Daydreamers. I was like, I love how just like fun this song feels, how upbeat it feels. Um, and we started playing around with that, and he asked if I had any title concepts, any like concepts that I really wanted to write. I was like, yeah, I had this concept for a song called Too Little Too Late, and like I wrote it about someone trying to come back after they, you know, hurt you and left you and like didn't care and didn't like care how they treated you. And then like them wanting to come back and it's like, oh, it is too little too late. Like just anthem of like, this is what I want to scream. Like these are the words that I want to say. Like it's too little too late. You can't just come back after all this time and think it's totally fine. So I had that concept and I had this lyric and I was like, it's a little too much and a lot too late. And I was like, it's literally in my lyrics, my notes um app. I have a page called lyrics and it's now you're blowing up my phone every other day. It's a little too much and a lot too late. And he was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. Um, and we were working through that and he was like, I think it's a little confusing. Like, why is it too much? And I was like, well, it's just like he's doing too much. He was like, okay, sure, but like what if it's a little too little and a lot too late? Like you just like calling me um is like you just like calling me now is not gonna fix what you did. So we started running on that and we just created the song Too Little Too Late and it's it like flowed so quickly and we wrote the song so quickly and we were actually supposed to go rock climbing that day. And we were like, should we like we were gonna break and just like go rock climbing and like finish the song another time. And then we were like, I feel like we actually have something good. Should we like finish writing this and not go rock climbing? And I'm really glad that we continued to write the song. I definitely think it was worth it. I think it was worth it for sure. And I'm also really glad um that I did a second session because I think that's very much like proof that um not every time are you gonna get like if you're writing with someone or you're working with someone, not every time is like the first time that you work with someone gonna be great. And that's not to say like you should dismiss that and work with people you don't like working with a second time, but I do think sometimes there is a like a chemistry thing of you gotta know someone and like sometimes it's worth doing a second session even if you don't think the first one went well or worth I guess having like a second interview with someone or a second date or whatever. Like I'm bad at this. I'm quick to dismiss. Like after a first date, I'm like, "Oh, fireworks weren't there. It's not it." Like but sometimes you have to go on the second date and you have to like, you have to give something a second chance and see. And so I feel like this was a great and now we write just the coolest songs together and it's like the best. And you just have to figure out like your workflow with someone, you know? But yeah, so this song was it was a fun one to write. It was a super fun session. It was and I feel like we just got on a roll of like, okay, how do we write the most upbeat fun songs that just feel like a rom-com, right? Like Too Little Too Late is one of my favorite songs in my catalog because it's something you want to sing at the top of your lungs, and it's something that you want to dance in the rain to. And I was like, I just want 100 more songs like that. Like I want a ton of songs that just put you in a good mood when you listen to them and that have that like old school rom-com vibe. So that's what I've been chasing a lot, and I feel like yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. And I feel like if you have fun writing something, a lot of more often than not, people will have fun listening to it, you know? Are you on tour? Currently, I am not on tour. I'm currently back home in Pennsylvania, where I'm from. But I will be going on some tour this fall. We haven't announced it yet. It's gonna be soon. I'm whispering like they're watching. If you're watching, I didn't announce it, so don't worry. I just hinted. How did you learn how to play guitar? My dad taught me. My dad's a great guitarist. He's a brilliant guitarist. And he grew up played all throughout high school and college. And yeah, he taught me when I was growing up. It's really cool to get to share that passion and to have one of your parents get it, you know? And my mom really gets it too. She's really supportive, and I'm super blessed because they're both super supportive. But it's really special to get to share that with my dad. Are you from England? No, I am not. I'm horrible at accents, notoriously horrible. No, I am not from England, but my parents actually lived in England for many years. Does that sound English? British? Am I succeeding? No, I'm not English. I'm not from England, but my parents did live there for a while. Yeah. What's your favorite food? Sushi or ice cream? Not a good combo, not together. But sushi for dinner and then ice cream for dessert. Okay, let's answer two more questions and then I'm gonna play one song and then I have so much work to do, so I have to go. What's your favorite song you wrote and what's an artist you would love to meet? Ooh. I would say Too Little Too Late truly is one of my favorite songs I've written. I would also say that Hopeless Romantic, the title track for my debut album. I was like, did I announce this yet? Yes, I did announce this. The title track for my debut album, Hopeless Romantic, is one of my favorite songs that I've written. I feel like it's just such a thesis statement and to like my brand, and it says so much, and it's like about like wanting to find love and connection, which I think we all do, and the feelings of like, what if it's not there? Like, what if? And like, I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I believe it's out there, but I'm also a hopeless romantic where I'm like starting to lose hope, you know? And like, so, but I trust that my person's out there. And anyway, that's one of my favorite songs. And then another song on the project called I Believed in You is one of my favorites. It's a solo, right? So it's a song that I wrote by myself. And it took so much pushing my writing, and it's such a real, raw, honest, vulnerable song. Probably more so than any others that I've put out, in just that it was like so from the heart and from personal experience, um, and it pushed my writing to be that vulnerable, and it pushed my writing because I spent so much time revising it and rewriting, which I think is way harder than writing something. Like rewriting is so difficult. Um, but yeah, those are three of my favorite songs that I've written, I would say. Um, let me see. Okay. Oh wait, and the end of that. What's an artist you would love to meet? Two artists that I would love to meet. Ed Sheeran, because I just think he's a lyrical genius and I would love to like, and he seems like such a nice person and I love his writing, so I would love to meet him. And Taylor Swift, because she's an incredible songwriter and I think an incredible businesswoman, and she's just like such a mastermind, and I have so much respect for what she's built. And also like her songs really inspired me to start writing. Her and Ed Sheeran are like my two biggest influences, I would say. So those are two artists I would love to meet. Yeah. Okay. Let's play. Should we play Too Little Too Late? Can you tell I've not been home in many months? Oh, and my tuner is dead. Yoinks. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay, here we go. I was betting on us, was falling in love. You blew it all up for fun. Now you're calling me up as if it's enough to wash away what you've done. Showing up and acting sad isn't gonna get me back. For what you want me to say, it's a little too little and a lot too late. For you to say you miss me, for you to rewrite history, so you can save your sorries. Oh, there's nothing here worth fixing. Don't try to tell me different. Boy, at the end of the day, it's a little too little and a lot too late. That E string is... There we go. Boy, at the end of the day. Oh, look at that. No, this is great. Thank you. Look at this. This is one of my dad's gadgets. Thank you so much. Okay. You put it on. It's the coolest thing. Wait, look at this. Ready? Oops, wait. Change tuning. Oh, wait, this is open tuning, so is it gonna do it right?
And use that.
How do I change the tuning on this?
You can't do open on that.
Wait, I feel like you can. Yeah, exit tuning. Whatever, I'll figure it out later.
Use that.
I'll just use this. Thank you. Did you run up?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the open tuning's so pretty, but it does fall out of tuning so quickly. Okay. If we wanted me to play one song, what song would it be? Cover or original? Truth is, I see. Okay. We could definitely do that. Okay. There we go. Taking me out of the ordinary. Of the ordinary. I want you laying me down to a dead and buried. On the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your fight. The angels up in the clouds, a jealous know we found something so loud of the ordinary. I want you laying me down to the dead and buried. On the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your fight. The angels angels up in the clouds, a jealous snowy found. Should we do Truth Is? Let's do it. Okay, I'm just playing in C, by the way. This is 4156. Oh, actually, just kidding. 4165. Okay, cool. Truth is that I miss long nights hearing your heartbeat. Truth is, I wish I had the guts to say sorry. I might seem happy, but it's nothing but a lie. 'Cause I've been going through it. If you wanna know what the truth is, if you wanna know what the truth is. Should we play? Wait, how does the new one go? Okay, wait, it starts on the 5. Try to let you go. Nothing hits quite like you. Oh. Okay, it's 5, 6, 4. Yeah. Try to let you go, but nothing hits quite like you. Fly from LA to Rome, but no one does the things you do. Swear we swear that it's over, so why am I pulling you closer? Something about your bittersweet kiss, you're the only bad habit that I never wanna kick, yeah. 'Cause you're the best, worst part of me. Toxic therapy. Say that we should leave this addiction, but we never listen. 'Cause you're the best, worst part of me. The only verse I need. Wouldn't be complete if you couldn't have the best, worst part of me. So that's a little bit of the new one. I think that's a good time to end it on. It's a good song to end it on. Shout out to my dad playing la guitarra. Well, thank you guys for joining. This was so fun. Did we feel like the live stream on multiple platforms at once worked? I feel like it worked, right? Like, I feel like this was successful. It's a little blurry on Instagram.
People from one platform away to the other.
It's like right? Isn't it a little blur? Did it look a little blurry on? No, it didn't look a little blurry. Okay, hallelujah. Well, this is a great way for us to do it. I'm gonna start doing this every week. However, because I'm going to France, it will probably not be consistent. But I'm gonna start doing that Mondays, probably at like 8 p.m. Central Time, consistently, but August. But I'll still go live next week before I leave for France. Thank you guys for joining. And if you wouldn't mind just listening to Too Little Too Late once tonight, that would be really awesome. Would really help us as we're trying to get this song on more playlists. All right, I love you. I will see you soon. Have a great night. Bye.